Do you imagine that triumphant the lottery once as a stroke of sheer karma? All things considered, envision doing it on different occasions. In the present video, we'll investigate the mind-boggling universe of lottery-efficient AOS who have defied expectations once as well as ordinarily, and the mysteries behind these breezes as the Terry Splan's story unfurls in Harmony, North Carolina, returning the common demonstration of buying a lottery ticket into an exceptional succession of occasions. Not once yet, 2 times in something like 2 years. Splan visited a similar store. Sam small-scale halted, and left with a $1 million award each time. His most memorable triumph came in April 2017, trailed by an encore in WAC 2019, making his story one of wonderful karma and consistency after his underlying win. Terry and his significant other chose to involve the bonus for home renovating, a pragmatic decision that many dream of, however, not many have the opportunity to understand. Their choice to put resources into their home superior their day-to-day environments as well as mirrored a grounded way to deal with taking care of unexpected disease. The subsequent success, nonetheless, was met with an alternate arrangement, which was to save this bonus, reserving it for future requirements. This careful way to deal with a subsequent award shows a groundbreaking mentality towards monetary security, a shrewd move that says a lot about the significance of anticipating the unexplored world. Terry's twofold success at a similar store challenges the chances and catches the substance of what numerous lottery players expect. For his story isn't just about the excitement of winning yet, in addition about settling on reasonable decisions with surprising additions in Harmony, North Carolina. Aslan has turned into an image of extraordinary karma and judicious monetary preparation, showing that occasionally lightning plays out the same way all over again. This record of Terry's rehashed accomplishment at Sam's Min Stop offers a brief look into the existence of the interesting man delight of turning into a mogul short-term 2 times through home enhancements and cautious saving. Aslan has explored his successes with a practicality that fills in to act as an illustration for lottery champs all over. Terry hit the big time 2 times at a similar spot. How about we head over to Indianapolis to perceive how Robert Hamilton multiplied his karma in an altogether unique manner. Robert Hamilton's excursion from Indianapolis, Indiana, is downright supernaturally striking lottery gold. Not once yet, 2 times inside only 3 months. This mind-blowing new development started when Hamilton originally hit a $1 million bonanza, a success that on its own would be extraordinary for most, yet destiny had more coming up for him. Inside a simple 3 months, he ended up in the victor's circle once more, getting another $1 million award. The chances of scoring $1 million sweepstakes are now thin, making Hamilton's consecutive triumphs an exceptional accomplishment with his unexpected convergence of riches. Hamilton pursued a few wise choices. His most memorable move was to clear any obligations he had amassed throughout the long term. An obligation can be a significant weight, and disposing of it furnished him with quick monetary help and genuine serenity. Yet Hamilton didn't stop there. He likewise satisfied the fantasy that Manny shared of buying his own home. This isn't just about securing property. It's tied in with laying out a solid and stable starting point for one as well as one's family by putting resources into a home. Hamilton was spending his rewards as well as making a drawn-out interest in his future. Not simply the energy of winning characterizes his story. However, how he decided to manage the cash, clearing obligation and purchasing a home, are choices that address Hamilton's craving for dependability and security needs and resound with a large number. Robert transformed his karma into another life, close to Bill Morgan, whose karma changed his fortune as well as his life. Charge Morgan's story goes past simple karma, about a man encountered another opportunity at life, and afterward proceeded to win enormous, once as well as 2 times. Living in Australia, Bill originally got the public's attention subsequent to enduring a serious coronary episode, an occasion that almost cost him his life. Following this life-changing experience, his fortune started to change in the most startling ways. The primary indication of his unimaginable karma came when he scored a car with a sweepstakes ticket. This success alone was sufficient to stand out as truly newsworthy. Yet, Bill's story took a much more extraordinary turn while reenacting his most memorable success for a report live on TV. Charge chose to scratch another lottery ticket, and incredibly, once more, he won, this time for a stunning $250,000. The second was caught, leaving watchers and the news team in dismay at the chances of such an occasion. Charles Morgan's progressive successes turned into an image of trust and the capriciousness of life. His experience featured the chance of encountering significant lows and amazing highs one after another after his brush with death. The TNS felt like the universe's approach to offering pay, a sort of grandiose rebalance in support of himself. The points of interest of how Bill decided to utilize his $250,000 bonus were not broadly advertised. Yet the accentuation of his story has forever been on the extraordinary karma he encountered post-coronary failure. Bill's story is an update that occasionally the most uncommon stories emerge from the most customary conditions. His story, set apart by endurance and karma, proceeds to motivate and catch the individuals who hear it. Bill's story is shocking and inspiring. Following up, the Spencers show us how winning turns into a family issue. In 2014, Virginia was humming with a staggering story. Calvin and Zara Spencer, a couple from Portsmouth, hit a remarkable fortunate streak, scoring 3 sweepstakes prizes in only 1 month. Their most memorable success was a faltering $1 million from the Powerball. Not long later, they struck gold once more, winning one more $1 million from a scratch-off ticket. To finish it off, they likewise caught a $5,000 prize from the Virginia Lottery's Pick 4 game. This unimaginable run of karma didn't simply stand out as truly newsworthy. It transformed the Spencers into nearby superstars. Yet, the Spencer story didn't end there. Proceeding with their support in lottery games, they handled one more huge win in 2017, bringing back home $100,000. What's captivating about the Spencers isn't simply their series of scores, yet their disposition towards sweepstakes support. They've exhibited an unfathomable fortunate turn of events, as well as an exceptional degree of perseverance and idealism in lottery games. This is an illustration of how fate can look favorably upon anybody anytime, for the Spencers' lottery wins turned into a piece of their extraordinary fortunes and ways most can merely fantasize about their series of wins. Particularly the 3 of every 1 month features the capricious idea of karma and lottery games. It likewise shows that occasionally lightning strike as a similar spot at least a few times for the vast majority in Virginia, and past the Spencers' lottery example of overcoming adversity is both rousing and stunning. It urges individuals to have confidence in the chance of groundbreaking karma and fills in as an icebreaker about the chances of winning. The Spencers transformed karma into a daily practice. Yet stand by till you meet Mr. Fortunate Melvin Wilson and his series of wins. Melvin Wilson, known as Mr. Fortunate from Virginia, has a staggering story of scoring that sweepstakes not once yet multiple times, somewhere in the range of 2004 and 2013. His complete rewards outperformed $1.025 million. A reality that stops people in their tracks and ignites interest. What's his mysterious? Melvin says it's all regarding standard support and steadiness. His process started in 2004 with a $25,000 win, which for some would be a unique, fortunate turn of events. Yet Melvin didn't stop there. His next large success came in 2005, when he landed $1 million. However, even that didn't fulfill Mr. Fortunate. He proceeded to win 2 additional critical awards in 2013, both $500,000. To the external onlooker, it could seem like Melvin has an enchanted equation, yet he credits his rehashed accomplishment to absolutely staying with it. He didn't depend on exceptional numbers or ceremonies. All things considered, he put stock in the force of appearing, purchasing tickets, and believing that sometime or another karma would strike. It did so on numerous occasions. What compels Melvin's story stand apart isn't simply the aggregate sum he's won, however his demeanor towards the game. He's undeniable evidence that occasionally perseverance can pay off and way past creative mind. Winning once could be karma. Winning multiple times focuses to a blend of devotion and possibility. His methodology offers a reviving point of view in reality as we know it, where moment delight is frequently looked for. Melvin Wilson's story shows us that occasionally standing firm, being patient, and reliably partaking can prompt unprecedented results. Mr. Fortunate might be his moniker, yet his ingenuity genuinely characterizes his lottery heritage. Melvin played industriously and won enormous. Presently, we should perceive how Joan Ginther, a previous number-related teacher, transformed her insight into lottery gold. Joan Ginther's story peruses like a plot from a film about inconceivable fortune, with a touch of secret encompassing it, known as the Lottery Sovereign. She secured 4 significant lottery prizes, storing up a sum of $20 million. What separates her isn't simply the giant amount of cash yet, in addition, the foundation she comes from as a previous numerical teacher with a PhD from Stanford College. Ginther's scholastic ability prompted inescapable theory, and many contemplated whether her prosperity at winning was down to something other than karma. Might her profound comprehension of arithmetic at any point have given her an edge in distinguishing winning tickets? Her excursion of wins started in 1993 and went on throughout the long term through scratch-off tickets, with her biggest success arriving at an eye-watering $10 million from a solitary $50 ticket. The interest around Ginther extends with hypotheses, recommending she could have broken a technique to detect champs by dissecting examples or creation defects in the lottery scratch-off games. Nonetheless, with next to no affirmation from Ginther herself, who has kept a position of safety, these speculations remain a piece of the legend encompassing her. The impossibility of her accomplishment has not slipped through the cracks. Winning top awards in scratch-off games once is an uncommon accomplishment, given that the chances are regularly one in a few million of Ginther's rehashed triumphs, which hence stand as an exceptional irregularity in the realm of lottery games, while luck positively assumes a part. The waiting inquiry remains, assuming that her numerical abilities added to her unrivaled outcome in the lottery. In spite of the hypothesis and interest, her story has ignited interest among lottery devotees and analysts the same. Whether she picks quietness over disclosure, this choice just adds to the puzzler of her successes, passing on the general population to ponder the genuine degree of karma and ability in her surprising story. Her hesitance to share her story is to a greater extent a technique. In the event that there was one, it implies the world might in all likelihood never know the mysterious behind the lottery. The sovereign's uncommon achievement. Joan's story may be about math, yet Richard Lustig composed the book on winning. We should see his technique. Richard Lustig, known as the Lottery Master, was an uncommon figure in the US for his remarkable accomplishments in the lottery world somewhere in the range of 1993 and 2010. He guaranteed 7 lottery prizes, gathering a sum of more than $1 million in rewards, not at all like numerous lottery champs who rapidly waste their fortunes. Lustig followed an alternate way, deciding to shrewdly contribute his rewards. His prosperity wasn't simply karma. Giggling trusted in system. He contended that cautious preparation and a calculated way to deal with picking lottery tickets could build one's possibilities winning. His experiences and techniques were incorporated into a book, Figure Out How to Expand Your Possibilities Scoring That Sweepstakes, which turned into a wellspring of interest and an aid for hopeful lottery victors. The country over, Lustig's book and his recommendation meetings weren't just about picking numbers yet, in addition about overseeing rewards to guarantee long-haul monetary strength. He underscored the significance of planning, money management, and keeping away from the drive to excessively spend. His way to deal with lottery rewards was grounded in reasonable monetary counsel, making him a champion figure among lottery victors who frequently face monetary ruin because of unfortunate cash. The board? The complete of Lustig's successes, more than $1 million, was amazing, thinking about the chances against walking away with critical sums in the sweepstakes on various occasions. His story pulled in the consideration of different news sources, and he was frequently welcome to share his triumphant systems and monetary guidance on TV and in interviews. Richard Laughlin's excursion in the lottery world was about the excitement of winning as well as about the common-sense use of his rewards. That's what he exhibited. With the right methodology and outlook, transforming lottery accomplishment into an establishment for monetary security is conceivable. From savvy procedures to a groundbreaking strategy, meet Stefan Mandel, who didn't take a risk with his successes up. Stefan Mandel's story is a captivating excursion of mind and accuracy in the realm of lotteries. A Romanian-Australian financial specialist named Mandel deciphered the code to scoring that sweepstakes once as well as multiple times. His most popular success was a faltering $27 million from the Virginia lottery. What once put Mandel aside was his interesting methodology. He didn't depend on karma yet, on the force of arithmetic and fastidious preparation. Mandel's methodology was both basic and splendid. He fastidiously examined the expensive tickets and the complete conceivable number of blends to find lotteries where the all-out cost to purchase each mix was not exactly the bonanza for the Virginia lottery. He established that buying each conceivable mix would ensure a success anyway. This was no little accomplishment. It expected critical monetary sponsorship. and a proficient framework to buy a great many passes. To accomplish this, Mandel shaped a lottery organization get-together financial backers, who added to the assets expected to purchase the tickets with their help. He figured out how to cover all conceivable number mixes, a system that at last prompted his memorable $27 million win. This was not an issue of karma, but rather a factual examination and an unwavering confidence in the force of numbers. Mandel's prosperity wasn't without its difficulties. The planned operations of purchasing a huge number of tickets were overwhelming and required a perfectly tuned symphony of workers and allies. Furthermore, his system grabbed the eye of specialists, prompting legitimate investigation. Up next, Armand Paganelli finds karma right at his store counter. Armand Paganelli, a storekeeper from New York, accomplished a surprising accomplishment in the lottery world by winning multiple times inside only 2 years. This momentous run presented to him a sum of $625 million in rewards, an accomplishment that grabbed the eye of numerous who claimed the store where he bought his tickets. Paganelli's example of overcoming adversity, mixing components of karma with an essential way to deal with playing the lottery. The Bronx Money Manager streak started in 2013, and his successes came from tickets purchased at the very store he claimed, Mount Carmel Drugstore. This detail added an additional layer of interest to his successes, bringing up issues about the job of his one-of-a-kind situation in his lottery achievement. While some could conjecture about the chances of such an event, Paganelli credited his streak to karma and a thoroughly examined system, instead of any insider advantage. Paganelli's successes went from $10,000 to a stunning $250K, showing a critical change in the size of his awards. This fluctuation is a sign of lottery games, where the chances and potential prizes can change broadly. The tale of Armand Paganelli isn't just about monetary profit yet. In addition, features the captivating crossing point of karma, system, and individual drive in possessing the store that sold the triumphant tickets. Paganelli wound up at the core of a story that dazzles both lottery fans and the inquisitive onlooker. Armand's successes accompany comfort. Deborah Earthy Colored shows us that occasionally adhering to one number pays off enormous. Deborah Earthy Colored's story from Richmond, Virginia, stands apart as an unprecedented illustration of karma and methodology and the universe of lottery winning. In 2019, Brown accomplished something practically unbelievable. She scored that sweepstakes once as well as multiple times in a solitary day. What makes her triumph significantly more exceptional is that she didn't depend on a spread of various numbers to project a net, all things being equal. She put her confidence in one single number mix across 30 separate picks. 4 lottery tickets. Earthy Colored's decision was definitely not a shot in the dark. It was a conscious choice. She picked a particular number mix that she had a firm opinion about, enough to buy 30 tickets with similar numbers. Her instinct took care of amazingly, procuring her a stunning $150,000 altogether from these tickets. This wasn't simply a bonus, it was a critical increase from an engaged and strong wagering system. This story isn't just about the excitement of winning. It features a special way to deal with lottery wagering, as opposed to expanding her possibilities by picking different numbers. Earthy Colored's system to stay with one bunch of numbers on various tickets is an uncommon and strong move, and for her situation, it functioned admirably for anybody catching wind of Earthy Colored's prosperity. It's an enrapturing story of fortune and methodology. Her success in Richmond, Virginia, will probably move others to consider their strategies while playing the lottery. While not every person can hope to repeat her unbelievable karma, an Earthy Colored story positively opens up conversations about various procedures, individuals' use, and the desire for becoming wildly successful. The end. Deborah Brown's remarkable triumph in 2019 is a champion crossroads in lottery history. It exhibits the erratic idea of karma, as well as the possible prizes of staying with a premonition. Our excursion through these lottery stories shows us 2 things. Karma could get you there, yet intelligence and methodology keep you there, whether it's financial planning carefully, continuing notwithstanding the chances, or in any event, utilizing them. These victors show there's more than one method for making fortune's approval. Last, anxious to gain from the stumbles, check out the stupidest lottery champs of the 2023 long-distance race for an excursion through decisions that transform dreams into examples. Thanks for watching Gossip Now.